Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Welcome to That Social Media Show. I'm your host, Heather Porter. This is the show where we talk about tips, advice, and strategies so you can be a success on social media. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about LinkedIn fundamentals, tips from novice to expert. But before we get started, of course, I have two quick things I want to talk to you guys about. We are going to get practical. In fact, so practical that I'm going to be sharing my screen with you inside of LinkedIn. And I would love for you to share your screen, get on your screen, get into your LinkedIn account and follow along and start to do action steps as we go through. And number two, ask and share. This is the social media show, so please get online, go to your social accounts, and use the hashtag #ThatSocialMediaShow. Comment, share, ask questions. I'll be on there. Loving to hear back from you guys. All right, so what are we going to cover in this episode? We are going to cover LinkedIn and its evolution from resume builder to publishing platform, LinkedIn etiquette, and how it is very different from other social media platforms, the difference between your personal profile and a business page, and why you need both. A 10-step checklist on how to complete your profile to maximize your exposure. How to use LinkedIn's publishing platform to get business leads. The difference between a free versus paid premium account. Using LinkedIn groups to connect with your perfect prospects. And finally, small business LinkedIn success stories, because I do want to show you a few people that are using LinkedIn really, really well. Guys, are you ready? Let's get started. All right, so LinkedIn and its evolution from resume builder to publishing platform. I just want to share a couple of interesting stats around this. So here's the deal. LinkedIn started really as a platform where professionals could connect. It was essentially an online resume or CV. We'd set up a profile, we'd put in our job experience, and we'd just basically have it there, and we could connect with other people from there. And then it started to grow into finding jobs, finding and placing jobs. And very quickly is now one of the biggest job searches as well as job posting places in the world, because naturally your profile is your resume, so it makes it very easy to send that out and find work. From there, it's now grown into publishing. So it kind of got, into the job space, and then now it's in publishing, amazingly enough. Now, a lot of us still don't realize that LinkedIn has a full publishing platform built in. You can actually blog inside of LinkedIn. Still, many people are using it just for the little updates, the status updates, and that's cool, and that does work, but publishing is definitely where it's headed. And then from there, recently, it's bought Lynda Com. That is an e-learning platform. That's where basically you can learn anything from software to graphic design. Loads of professional skills are on there. But I just have to tell you the figure. They bought Lynda Com for $1.5 billion. That's right. Why would LinkedIn do this? Because they know that the future of online is e-learning. It's where everyone's going to brush up on their skills, so it makes perfect sense for them as the place to go for networking with professionals, B2B, and also placing and finding jobs to offer e-learning as well, so you could brush up on your skills. So now it has 100 million active monthly users. It is definitely big. It's one of the big boys that are out there in social media, and especially for you guys that are targeting other businesses or are looking to get work or position yourself as an expert, you're definitely going to want to be on LinkedIn. So what I want to cover now is LinkedIn etiquette and how it is different from the other social media platforms, because it is different. It's very different. It's a professional spot. So I think the best way to do this would actually be to take you into my computer and go through these points with you. I'm going to pull up my profile. We're going to look at it together, and so you can get a real good understanding of how you can start to use this in your profile as well. So yes, it's that time. Come on over here. We're going to go right back into my computer and into LinkedIn. Okay, so etiquette. I like to think of LinkedIn as really, it's like a little black book of business. It's your network. It's where you go and learn more professionally about other people and make contacts with incredible people as well that you perhaps want in your network or you want to do business with, learn from, get referrals from, build JVs, alliances with. So a really cool place to go is actually into the My Network tab that's inside of your LinkedIn. So I'm logged in as me, and once you're logged in, you'll see this little My Network right up here at the top of your screen. So what I quite like to do is stay in touch with my connections. And you just literally click on connections. So these are going to be all the people that you've connected with on LinkedIn. So right up here at the top, it's going to give you some interesting little updates, right? So these are people that have, this guy has a work anniversary. I'm making all my friends and connections famous on Business Blueprint online, aren't I? Hope you guys don't mind. We have Lisa is having a work anniversary. So you can actually go in and say congratulations. So this is a really cool little habit to get into where you might do, sort of 15 minutes on social media in the morning when you're getting started or at the end of the day. And you can just go straight into your connections and see what is happening with your connections and congratulate them. See, if there's an update, an anniversary or something coming up. Something else I quite like to do is I like to go in here a little bit further down and I can sort by basically recently added. I can sort by name. Recently added is quite interesting because if you're adding people into your network, you might want to keep tabs on them and then go into their page and see what they're publishing or see what their updates are. And just say, hey, I love this update, comment. Because when you make that initial connection, they'll have to approve you to basically be a part of their contacts, right? So it's a great way of reaching out to them once you've initially made that contact to go in and say to their comments, this is great, love what you're offering. Build that relationship. So this is a cool little area to kind of manage your network or your connections that are really, big picture way. Number 2, also you can look at people that you might know. So look at this, My Network, people you may know. As that loads, it's basically telling me who I might know, and it's doing that because it's looking at who I'm already connected with and shared connections between us. So if you're trying to build up your profile and you don't really know where to start, where I would start is go look for the people that you know or you're remembering. They're kind of front of mind. They're people you want to do business with or perhaps build into your network. And then from there, go to people you might know. Because this is going to suggest people that you could actually reach out to, connect with, that are in your inner or your outer networks. So it's a great little tool that you can use. Because remember, LinkedIn is a networking tool. It's a professional networking tool. It's your little black book of business. So you want to protect it and you want to find amazing people to add into your network. So what else? So you want to educate with publishing and in groups. So these are the 2 ways that I found are really great to educate because, again, it's a professional space, so you're showing off your expertise and you're providing value to the people that are there. This is different, obviously, from looking for a job, but we're business owners right now, and we're using this as a platform, in this case, as a business owner. So you're wanting to get clients and leads and perhaps do alliances with other business owners. To do that, show the world what you know. So how do you do that? Well, a couple things. Let's do publishing first. So what I can do is I can go into, I like to go into my profile. I find that's easier because we can publish and we can also do a status update directly from there. So I'm in my profile and look at that. I'm wearing the same exact shirt that I have on right now. Okay, so scrolling down, let's see, where is it? No, actually it's on the home page. Forgive me. Okay, so here we are on the home page. So just click on home and we can share an update. And we can upload a photo, and we can publish a post. So sharing an update is quick updates. This is like the things that you might share on Facebook. It's a quick little statement piece. It might be a daily tip, something that you're doing to educate the people that are connected with you. And the key here is that you don't want to be too woo-woo or too sleazy. This is not the place to put loads of inspirational quotes. This is not the place to talk about, your spiritual beliefs. This is the place where you provide value based on the knowledge and expertise that you have. So sharing a quick update. But the power is in this publish a post area. What I love to do is repurpose content that's on my blog. And perhaps if I'm doing a blog post that's 10 tips to do this, or 10 ways of learning this, or 5 strategies to do this. You might pick one of those strategies and publish it in here, and at the bottom of that strategy say, to read the other 4, or I have other strategies, click here, and then you can send people back to your website. The key being here, though, is that you want to provide value, enough value, so people don't have to go back to your website, or they're going to start thinking you're fishing for them to come back, right? So you're just putting stuff out for the sake of putting it out. Provide value. So here I am. I am now in the publishing platform of LinkedIn, which is quite amazing. And I can do most of the things I do on a blog. Let's scroll right up to the top. Number 1, I do want to do an image right here at the top. That image is what's going to drive people into the post. So you can go and create those at canva.com. You can get a graphic artist to create them. If you're going to be doing a series of blogs, then or posts in LinkedIn, you might want to have sort of consistent branding, which I recommend. You'll see how this comes together when I'm showing you the case studies at the end of this episode, because you'll see how the power of publishing comes in and how these images actually work really well. So you want to upload your image. And then from there, you're going to write your headline. That's the name of your post. Make it interesting. The key with us busy business people is that we like to know what we're going to get, do we not? So tell them in that title what they're going to get. My favorite tip to do this, 10 things to do this. It's all about specificity. So if you can use numbers, you're going to basically set expectations of what they're going to learn, and you're going to entice them to read as well, if they know that that's what they're going to get. So your headline, and then you basically start writing. You can paste in from a Word document. You can use videos in there, which is amazing. So if you do like demos or little tips on your YouTube channel, you can put them in there. You can hyperlink. So this is basically how you use LinkedIn as a publishing platform. So that's the biggest key. So you can do your status updates, and you also can do your publishing, but you can also engage in groups. So that's under interests and groups.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.